The next thing we want to do is we want to create something to toggle these so that we can have the option to toggle or to just cross them out and then uncross them out. So in order to do that, we're going to do some like a ternary operator in these LIs. So we're going to go to the LI, add some styling directly here. What we'll do is we'll do if item dot is completed. So in other words, if that's true, then we'll do text decoration, line through, and if it's not true, then we'll do text decoration, none. Okay, so that should work fine. And now we're going to actually have to trigger this is completed on the click. Okay, on when we click the actual LI. So what we'll do is on click, and we'll call it handle finish. And we need to define that. Do that over here. Handle finish. So what we want to do is, well, first of all, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need to assign this LI an ID, just like that. Because we're going to need this ID. So where's our clicker? Here it is. Okay. So, and we're also going to have to need that event to be passed in, and we'll get the ID by e.target.id, and if the items, so this is looking at the list of items, the array of items, with the index of ID dot is completed. Okay. We're going to do items.id. We're going to choose that list item, and we're going to change. We're going to first of all pass in this spread operator so that we actually get everything that was in there, and we're going to change our is completed to false, just like that. And then we'll put an else statement. Else same thing, we copy paste, but this time it's going to be the true. Now one thing that I didn't put that I need to put is that we need to actually set items, or else it will change the item, but it won't re-render. So we need to set the items, and we need to set it with a spread operator, just like that. And the same thing here. Okay, let's test this out. We're gonna refresh so that we don't see all this red painful error. All right, so we have our app, and we do homework. Everything's looking good. If I cross it, it works. Click it, and so what's happening is that this thing I showed you here before is going from false to true. And when it's going from false to true, the styling here that we did this ternary operator, if this item is completed, which is, in other words, if this equals to true, then we're going to change that text decoration. Okay. The next thing we want to do is really the last thing we want to do, which would be to have some kind of a maybe a garbage can here. So in order to do that, we would use, first of all, we'll import, well, before we import, what we'll do is we'll go to React Icons, and so it's React-icons. I'll put the link in the description. So React Icons is a really useful tool for just bringing in icons into your app really easily. So what we'll do here is we'll just look for trash, and this one looks good. So we just need FA trash alt. So I'll copy that and go back to my app, and I'm gonna import this from React Icons -FA. I need the T, and that should work now. And we're just going to refresh our app here so that we're working okay. Everything looks good. All right, next thing we need to do is put in the actual item here next to the LI. We're going to call it FA trash alt, just like that. And we'll give it a test run here. And obviously we have some styling issues, so what we'll do is just like some inline styling, just like that, to make it simple. And it'll be display flex, and we'll see how that looks like. And most likely we'll need align items center. That's good. And we'll probably want to separate them a little bit, so justify content space between, just like that. And that looks good. And I think we could probably remove this this list style type. Right now it's on none, but it was commented out, so we could do that. We fixed that. Everything is looking good here. And we could get rid of this so that we don't see that red error all the time. And so far, everything looks good. Do homework. Enter button works good. Focus works good. The toggle works perfectly well. And now we want to be able to click on this and have it delete the item. So we'll first of all do on delete, on click, handle delete, that's better. And here we'll do function handle delete. And we'll do the same idea, kind of same thing that we did before, which was we will target the ID, and we'll need to actually assign it an ID. So what we'll do is ID. It'll have the same ID as this LI, which is fine because it's part of the same element. No, it's part of the same div at least. Okay. And then what we'll do is we will use filter. And what filter does is it actually takes an array and it gives you a new array based on what you tell it to give. And so in this case, we're going to say items, which is the array that we want, and then filter, and we're going to say item and index, and we want to return anything that is not that we just want to make sure that we get everything that the index is not equal to the ID, just like that. So let's do that. Do homework. Go on walk. It's nice out. And we'll click one. Oh, we have an issue. So probably the problem here is that this needs to be a number and it's a string. So we're gonna make this a number. And this should work. Well, actually, it won't work because we still have to set the items. Okay, so once we get the filtered array, then we could set items to filtered array. And now it should work. Well, let's see if this works. No, oh yeah, it does. Look at that. There you go. There we go. So that seems to work fine. And that's it. That's basically the tutorial. Everything is functioning correctly. We have the focus on the whenever we press the button, it focuses here, and we're able to cross out the to-dos, and we're also able to delete. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks for watching.